old style, but you've caused me enough trouble. Now you face the Shredder.
Alright, hello. Welcome to my stream. This is the first time I'm doing commentary, actually. Uh, I should be saying good morning because I definitely just woke up. Definitely just woke up. Okay, so today, I'm going to be playing DiRT Rally. Now, for anyone who doesn't know, this just released yesterday, I believe. And Codemasters put it out on Steam Early Access. They felt it was time, and the short amount of time I've been able to play it, I think it's a fairly solid early access release, especially when you consider they've put out a full roadmap where they have the whole release calendar essentially of DLC. Well, I view it as DLC. It's not actually DLC because it's early access and all the content packs they add onto it will end up just being part of the total experience. But every milestone that they hit, they will actually be increasing the price of the game. So the buy-in, the earlier you buy in, the cheaper you get all of the content up till release. So, and with that, you'll get bugs and early access type issues and maybe poor performance. I haven't experienced too much of that, but typically that's because I have a good enough computer that can run just about anything. So okay, so I've been running with a 1960s vehicle, and I think this is kind of cool because when you start for the first save file you make, you'll end up having it's like 50,000 credits or 30,000 or something, and you can basically only afford one of two vehicles, and those two vehicles are from the 1960s. And so it's slower. This is kind of like their tutorial, right? So you work your way up slowly, and one of the ways that I'm doing that is I chose the Mini. One of them's a Mini Cooper. And yeah, one of the ways I'm building up credits is by doing this monthly event. As you can see, there are 24 races. And now every race is basically a point A to point B race that, for all intents and purposes, is just a single car, single player race. And so far, I don't find anything wrong with that, especially if leaderboards are a pretty prominent thing. What I find interesting is this reminds me a lot of Drive Club, minus the whole, social club thing. But anyways, yeah, we're racing in a bunch of locations in Greece. It looks like that's what this whole monthly event is about. I don't think, maybe, nope, I don't think any of these tracks are repeated. Oh, I don't know. I'm not familiar with any of these tracks. I don't follow rally racing or anything, so this is all new to me. Oh, this one looks fun. And then, they've got different weather, so there's a big variety in the way tracks drive based on the weather, so that's an easy way for them to get away with having kind of stretching the content that's already there. Okay, well, let's get into it. So, I've set... Let's see if I can get it in here. Okay, so when you start the game, you can kind of set how you want the assists. So you can see, like, if I start turning things off, I already have a bunch of this stuff off, but I'll get significantly more reward after the fact. So maybe this will make it a little more difficult, bit by bit, but it certainly pays out a good portion more. I don't think I'm ready to do manual, but I can turn off the HUD. I don't need it. I had actually reduced the HUD all the way down to just the time. I don't really need the time. It'll track it for me, so. Now they say driver calls, co-driver calls are gonna be part of it, but I haven't really heard much other than after I've destroyed the car, they'll tell me I've destroyed something, like popping a tire. So I'm assuming that that's just an early access bug or lack of content, and I kind of expect those to increase soon. Okay, well, we'll get into it.
5, 4.
I don't know how well I'm going to be able to commentate and race at the same time. But here we go. I think the thing that makes this so fun already is that the physics are pretty close to simulation, I want to say. I mean, I've never been in a rally car, but... and, well, this will sound dumb, but I've done a good amount of go-kart racing. And when you're in go-karts, I mean, you're constantly fighting the wheel. You don't have, you know, power steering. It's all very manual. It's all very fast pace, and this definitely gives a big feel of that. Like, I like to drive in the cockpit view because it just kind of feels better, and they also gave us a nice field of view slider. Put the field of view all the way up at 1.0, which I assume is 100. Yeah, talking is making me do pretty bad. Not that I was very good to begin with, but... yeah, so I have this nice wide field of view that doesn't actually give me a headache, so in that instance, I think Total Biscuit would be proud. Alright, I'm gonna shut up and drive for a little bit. What's really difficult is I don't know the tracks at all, and there's no mini-map. I mean, I like playing without the HUD, and I feel like this would be, not easier, but more manageable if my co-driver actually called things out to me. So, I hope that gets implemented soon. Because from what I know about rally racing is... co-driver is basically supposed to tell me every turn and expected speed or gear. And he also, I think he tells me the angle of the turn that's coming up. So like here, he'd probably say, you know, hairpin left, 40 or something, or however fast I'm supposed to be going. But nah, he really only tells me when I fuck up. I seem to, in this vehicle, I seem to pop the rear tires a lot. In some races, I don't know, there's just something about certain tracks that are just difficult for me. So. But yeah, this is, so this just launched. And, I'm doing a monthly challenge. I don't know how long the monthly challenges are supposed to go for. But it says it has like 2.5 days left to complete 24 races, or 24 time trials, and I've only got a couple done in this first day, but I'm hoping there's a pretty big reward at the end, even if you're not like top. There's also a single event, you know, a race of the day and then a race of the week, and then this is the monthly races. So, the race of the day, depending on how well you do based on all the online scores, there's like a whole breakdown of like a tier of rewards, and then like just completing it gets you the bottom level, which is like 1 to 3,000 credits, and then top level's like almost 10,000 credits. So I'm sure there's a bonus for being number 1 as well, and probably top 3 actually. But I'm wondering if the monthly is like that, where just completing it you get a certain amount, and if there's an actual leaderboard for who's completed the entire event in the most amount of time. Or maybe it's just how many you complete. Maybe you know, if you complete all 24 this month, you'll get the top tier reward. And I think it would be kind of cool if they started incentivizing these longer endurance challenges to be like, you know, you win a car, win a special event or something for a chance to win a car. I don't know, because there's not actually like head-to-head multiplayer. I can only assume they're gonna have some kind of friends board where you can like asynchronous challenge your friends to, you know, beat your time or whatever. But nothing too in depth. But it looks like you can create. They're called leagues, and you can add a bunch of friends or people, or just random people, and you can set up like race events. And I think that would be kind of cool. I created some league, but I don't think it's working yet. Their site hasn't fully been implemented, so it's not. Like, a lot of the links just don't load for me, so I can't really set that up, but I'm gonna test that out pretty soon. So I think that'd be kind of cool, to pull up, like, league races and just have those and maybe stream those. And it looks like I am dropping a lot of frames. That's interesting. Okay. Well, after this race, I will adjust my settings. Not really sure why it's doing that. Oh man, I just noticed that my windows got dirty. Oh, that's cool. Shit. Oh, fuck. That's one thing that pulls me out of the immersion, I guess. If you go flying off the edge of a mountain where, I mean, you might live. Safety devices, harnesses, and all that might keep you alive. Roll cage. But you certainly wouldn't be reset with a 10-second, you know, penalty to your time. You would be done racing. I don't think there would be any coming back from that day. You would have to go repair everything, and so that's one thing that can, I guess, pull me out of the immersion. But if I'm focusing, I don't care, because the goal is to not do that. So, you know, I've kind of got it down where I only do it a couple times a race. I only go flying off the track a couple times, so, you know, not that bad. Should have seen my first race ever. I don't think I even completed it. It always does this slow motion right at the end. So I like to, I usually like to pull the e-brake and just turn hard. I don't know. It's something I've always done in racing games. Alright, another one down. Let's keep going. Oh, right. While that's loading, let's see if I can take care of my CPU issues. Because that doesn't make any sense. Oh, okay. Well, that messed it up. So I'm gonna bring the stream down, but I will be right back immediately, so don't go anywhere.